Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're diving into a bizarre love story. You're definitely going to want to know what happens next. Her best friend seriously told her the most important thing: get your act together. But little did she know. Little Zhao lost like a headless chicken right out of the station. But fate loves a good laugh, just when she was confused. A passerby benevolently offered help, and lo and behold, it was Xena, tangled up with her boyfriend. Just as Jinjian was about to ask Xena how her day was, little Zhao popped out from behind her like an excited puppy. Jinjian ignored Xena's compliments, plotting her escape from this awkward sitcom. Back in the room, little Zhao was bubbling over with tales, but Jinjian was aside. Little Zhao noticed Jinjian's lack of joy and coldness, feeling like she just got doused with cold water. Little Zhao quickly apologized, saying she'd go find a place to stay. Jinjian tightened her hug and gently said, "Next time you've got to give me a heads up." This clumsy fib touched little Zhao's heart, and she vowed tonight would be the night. When little Zhao emerged from the shower, she found that Jinjian had already prepared the map. Her enthusiastic invitation got turned down. What a comedic heartbreak. Little Zhao didn't push Jinjian, she silently tidied her clothes. Suddenly, a knocking from next door snapped her to attention. Jinjian peeked under the bed and found something tiny: umbrellas. Instantly, 1,000 wild fantasies raced through little Zhao's mind. With tears, little Zhao apologized and changed her clothes, thinking it was her refusal that caused the mess. Jinjian claimed the tiny umbrellas were a prank from her friend. Jinjian hugged little Zhao, the atmosphere grew tense, ready for the next step. But Xena's face kept popping up in her mind, awkwardly amusing. To dodge the nightmare, Jinjian resorted to the classic bad boy excuse, igniting little Zhao's curiosity. Jinjian was stressing over Xena's lipstick mark, while little Zhao lay in bed faking sleep, totally ready to spring a trap. Jinjian tucked little Zhao in and returned to the floor. Little Zhao had a masterclass in disappointment and self-doubt. Little Zhao was having a blast in the big city, while Jinjian wore a face like a stone, looking utterly indifferent, a comedy without its performers. Back at the apartment, little Zhao wished for a hand-holding sleep, and Jinjian silently indulged her talk about a 180-degree turn. But just when she fell into deep sleep, Jinjian felt too hot, released little Zhao's hand, and dashed into Xena's room. "Do you like me?" Jinjian asked straight up. "You don't like me, right? There's no feelings between us." Talk about hitting the nail on the head, swift and brutal. Just like that, the intimate moments were caught on various cameras, all while her girlfriend lay obliviously nearby. Jinjian felt no guilt, even a bit of glee, as she casually tucked her girlfriend in before leisurely retreating to the dark. The weekend flew by, and noticing little Zhao's reluctance to leave, Jinjian playfully offered to visit next time. "When summer break arrives, we can hang out again." Little Zhao was over the moon, yet a nagging worry lingered. Before she left, little Zhao hoped for a reply from Jinjian, even if just a short one. Though Jinjian promised verbally, her intentions were as absent as a magician's rabbit. Back at school, little Zhao remained immersed in the joy of the reunion, enthusiastically sharing her 2-day marvelous experiences with her best friend. But she unconsciously returned the tools with full confidence. Her best friend sensed something was off and asked a guy classmate if a normal couple's together in a room, would the guy do nothing? The guy shook his head in denial, causing little Zhao's heart to tighten. Though she verbally defended Jinjian, doubt was brewing inside. Her dreams were filled with Jinjian, waking her anxiously. Little Zhao resolved to revisit Tokyo. Jinjian caught a cold from the temperature shift. Xena was sweetly nursing Jinjian back to health when she discovered the lovingly prepared food from little Zhao had all spoiled. Xena had to throw away the lovingly made soup, but couldn't help complimenting little Zhao, making it a bittersweet moment. Just as she praised little Zhao's kindness, a knock at the door interrupted the vibe. Upon opening the door, Xena saw it was Jinjian's old classmate Mei Ling, who secretly had a crush on Jinjian back when she was a little sunbeam. Mei Ling had admired Jinjian quietly throughout school, but was overwhelmed to find her in college. Though now she had blossomed into a catch herself. Jin Jian didn't even remember they were classmates, while Mei Ling had longed for a chance to confess, only to feel crushed upon realizing Jin Jian had a girlfriend. She decided to stay friends, but upon seeing a woman in Jin Jian's room in pajamas, everything clicked into place. Jin Jian hurried out to explain. Mei Ling grilled Jin Jian, questioning why she had let Zhao and still got involved with another woman, leaving Jin Jian utterly confused and the atmosphere super awkward. Mei Ling didn't confess her own feelings but instead used the excuse to protect little Zhao, infuriated, leaving Jin Jian even more perplexed. She lashed out at Jin Jian for being responsible towards little Zhao, but Jin Jian was just as lost, merely vowing to handle it moving forward. Mid-sentence, Jin Jian suddenly fainted and tumbled down. When little Zhao heard the news and rushed to the hospital, her face was a picture of worry. Little Zhao, teary-eyed with concern for Jin Jian, stated how lost she'd be without her. Just then, Mei Ling appeared, making it feel like an awkward influencer life. This moment enabled Jin Jian to grasp Mei Ling's feelings, but amidst this awkwardness, her own emotions turned complicated what her pickle. With complicated feelings swelling, little Zhao didn't know how to handle it, and neither did Jin Jian. This love triangle was truly a comedic mess. Who will unravel such a tangled web of feelings? Let's hope it doesn't leave too many cliffhangers. Feel free to leave a comment down below and share your thoughts. If you enjoyed this story, please subscribe to the channel and don't forget to ring that little bell. I'm really looking forward to meeting you in the next video.